Today we'll make an interesting comparison between two small gaming laptops. On the left side we have Asus ROG Flow Z13, which is a gaming tablet indeed, and it has also two-in-one, and this means that it's also on notebook. And on the right side we have probably one of the smallest and lightest notebook gaming laptop, which is Asus ROG Flow X13 on the right side. The Asus ROG Flow Z13 from the left side has an Intel Core i7 12700 CPU and the GeForce 3050 video card. And on the right side, Asus ROG Flow X13 has a Ryzen 9 6900HS processor, and as video card it has GeForce 3050 Ti. The comparison between these two laptops will be made on the following points. First will be the display, second will be performance, and the third one will be the sound. Battery life, I will not test it, but as a preliminary conclusion, the battery on the AMD processor, which is Asus ROG Flow X13, seems to be a little bit better than the Intel CPU from the Asus ROG Flow Z13 laptop. Let's start with the displays. Both displays are IPS and have the same resolutions, 1920 per 1200. Both seems to have the same brightness, but there is a small difference in gaming. We noticed small ghosting effect on the Asus ROG X13, which seems to not happen so much on the Asus ROG Flow Z13. So there is probably a difference in the latency of these two displays. In order to test the display further, we'll run the same video on both laptops. Both displays are looking great, and we can say that both displays have the same quality. But please bear in mind there is a slightly difference on the gaming, when the Asus ROG Flow Z13 seems to be or seems to have a better display in latency, in regards to latency comparison with the Asus ROG Flow X13. Let's start performance testing, and we'll run first Geekbench 5, the CPU test on both laptops. And we have the results. We have 1702 for Core i7 versus 1560 for Ryzen 9. This means a difference of approximately 10% in favor of Core i7 in single core. And in multi-core we have 12939 for Core i7 versus 8835 for Ryzen 9, which means a difference of approximately 45% in favor of Core i7 in this particular test. Let's run the GPU test and we'll run OpenCL first. And we have the results. We have 54420 for GeForce 3050 versus 62837 for GeForce 3050 Ti. This means a performance with approximate 16% in favor of Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti comparing with Core i7 and GeForce 3050. Next test that we'll perform is CUDA for GPU test. And we have the result. We have 55181 for Core i7 and GeForce 3050 versus 64190 for Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti. This means a difference in performance of approximate 18% in favor of Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti. The next test that we'll perform in regards to GPU is Vulkan test. And we have the results. We have 47493 for Core i7 plus GeForce 3050 versus 51633 for Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti. This means a difference in performance of approximate 10% in favor of Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti. The next test that we'll perform is Heaven on Engine and we'll select benchmark for both laptops. And we have the results. We have FPS 95 for Core i7 and GeForce 3050 versus 117 for Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti. This means a difference of performance approximate 20% in favor of Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti. Score is 2413 for Core i7 and 2954 for Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti. This means a difference of performance in approximate 25% in favor of Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti. Minimum FPS we have 26 on Core i7 versus 45 on Ryzen 9. This means a performance almost double in favor of Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti. Maximum FPS we have 194 for Core i7 and GeForce 3050 versus 235 for Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti. This means the difference in performance approximates 20% in favor of Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti in comparison with Core i7 and GeForce 3050. Next test that we will perform is GFX Bench Metal, and we'll select a few tests from the whole suite. And we have the results. We have 114 for GeForce 3050 versus 119 for GeForce 3050 Ti. In Aztec Ruins OpenGL. On Aztec Ruins OpenGL normal tier we have 119 FPS versus 119 FPS. This means an equal performance. And in card chase we have 119 for GeForce 3050 versus 119 for GeForce 3050 Ti. This means an equal performance in this particular test for both video cards. The next test that we'll perform is speedometer. And we have the results. We have 192 for Core i7 versus 165 for Ryzen 9. This means a difference in performance approximating 15% in favor of Core i7. Let's test the sound on both laptops, and we will start with Asus ROG Flow Z13. a little bit better on the Asus ROG Flow X13. It is more fuller and it has a little more bass than the one from the Asus ROG Flow Z13. Other than that, the sound of Asus ROG Flow Z13 is a good sound for a gaming tablet, or should I say a gaming laptop. As a final conclusion, in regards to display, both gaming laptops have great displays, which is also a touchscreen display as well. In regards to performance, the performance of CPU Core i7 seems to be a little bit higher than the performance of Ryzen 9 in some particular cases. Also, the performance of Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti is superior to the performance of Core i7 and GeForce 3050 with approximate 15 till 25-14% more, depending on the application. There are some cases when the performance is equal, like we see in GFX Bench Metal, but as a final conclusion, we can say that the performance of Ryzen 9 and GeForce 3050 Ti is superior to the one provided by Core i7 and 3050 as video card. The sound is also a little bit better on the Asus ROG Flow X13 in comparison with Asus ROG Flow Z13. And we conclude that Asus ROG Flow Z13 is a great gaming laptop which has also notebook capabilities, and we conclude also that Asus ROG Flow X13 is a great small and light gaming laptop which has a good cooling system. If we are talking about the cooling on the Asus ROG Flow X13 is a little bit has the fans a little bit louder than the one from the Asus ROG Flow Z13, but other than that we can say that both are quite quiet for a gaming laptop, as you can hear right now. We can conclude that Asus ROG Flow Z13 is a great gaming tablet and is ideal for traveling purposes, but the form factor of Asus ROG Flow X13 it is better in terms of form factor comparing with Asus ROG Flow Z13. Also, the Asus ROG Flow X13 has the weight of approximate 1.3 kilograms comparing with 1.18 kilograms for Asus ROG Flow Z13, but please keep in mind that the keyboard, which is magnetically attached to the Asus ROG Flow Z13, weighs also another 300-400 grams, and in this view the Asus ROG Flow X13 is actually lighter than the weight of Asus ROG Flow Z13. Hope that you enjoyed this comparison and looking forward for you to watch other videos as well on this channel. And hope that this comparison helps you decide which is the best small gaming laptop for you that you can take anywhere and can be used for traveling purposes. Thank you and see you soon. Bye bye.